Hello, my name is Craig, and I'm the maker of the best value guitars in the world. If you can find someone better, let me know, but I doubt it. I just wanted to show you the guitars that I'll be looking at in 2024, the ones I'll be building. All of them will be free, given away, and that includes some on YouTube and others to people that I know. Now, unfortunately, December, January have been total wipeouts as far as making guitars. The humidity has just been incredible. We've had our most humid day on record, and it's not looking much better for February, and I suspect even March. So there'll be limited amounts of things I can do to these in the meantime and get them ready, and probably won't start building in earnest until about April, I would think. However, we just don't know. I'll have to look at the weather. Weather might get drier. I might be able to do things before then. We'll just have to see. Anyway, first guitar for an acquaintance who wanted a dreadnought flame maple, which I really like. I've got this set here, and I think this is a fantastic set. I don't know if it's going to help seeing the pattern on this one. I don't know how well you're going to see it on the thing anyway, on our video recording, but it's a spalted one, and I've made a few spalted ones like this before, and they turn out to be great. Some people don't like maple, and I don't know where they get the idea, but the ones I've built have been really nice guitars, really nice sounding. So this is I said flame maple. I think it's a dreadnought he wanted. I'll have to check that. I'm pretty sure it's a dreadnought. And I'll probably make this one, and the sides that go with it as well. They're just the same sort of deal. Spalted, flame all the way through, if you can see that. And this one I'll probably make a cutaway. I normally don't like to make cutaways, for the reason is that it takes some of your soundboard away, which is going to tend to make it maybe more trebly, and it's also going to take some of your air volume away as well. But that's on most guitars, but on these ones, when I've made the ones in the past, they tend to be, if you like, if anything, a little bit bass heavy. So I don't mind doing a cutaway, because you'll also take away some of the volume inside the sound box, and that volume of air that would normally make it easier for the lower tones to go through will make it a little bit easier for the higher tones to go through. So I don't mind doing cutaways on these ones. So that's a nice dreadnought cutaway flame spalted maple. Number two is actually one that I will finally probably keep. I've had these for quite a while. I've actually got 4 sets of these, and this is quilted maple. And I wanted to make one of these a very, very long time ago, probably about 15 years ago. And I thought I'll wait until I get pretty reasonable at making guitars before I do it. And I think I'm probably at that point now. So these have a look at them. Again, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but I will probably put a cutaway on this one as well. It's the same as the flame maple, both soft maple, tend to be bassy. And I don't know how well you can see that, but that's going to make a absolutely beautiful guitar. As I said, I've got 4 sets of these. I might make an extra one to give away to someone else. We'll see how this one turns out first. Might be one for next year. And the sides, the same sort of figuring for the sides as well, I think. Yes, I don't know how well it's picking up, but that's pretty impressive to me. It's about as good as you can get on a quilt maple set. So that's set number 2. That's actually going to be the one for me. Set number 3 is Camp for Laurel. It's one for another great niece. I made a black art sassafras for one of my great nieces I gave to on Christmas. I was going to have a video of that. Unfortunately, the noise from all the other young people in the house was overwhelming, and you couldn't hear her playing guitar, which is unfortunate. You miss out. But this is for a different great niece, and she chose this one, Camp for Laurel. I haven't used this one before, but one thing about this one, even if it doesn't sound any good, well, actually looks pretty good as well, but it's going to smell pretty good. If you've ever smelt camphor laurel, I think I'll certainly enjoy making this one, and just have a little bit of a look at what the figure's going to be like. Just amazing sort of pattern that you get on this, and the sides, same sort of thing. So that one's going to be a GA that she wanted, Grand Auditorium model, not with a cutaway. Now this one, I guess some people know what this one is already. It's Tasmanian tiger myrtle, not to be confused with the American myrtle. It's nothing like it, completely different. And this myrtle, you actually can see it's got some nice flame going through there as well. And this one I'll be giving away to someone on YouTube, and I think this will be a grand auditorium. We can make this. In fact, I've got 4 of these. I don't know if you can see that, but they're 4. I'm not going to take it apart, but they're all 4 are identical. I was thinking before, well, I wasn't really thinking, I was just assumed it'll be one guitar, but I'm thinking we could probably make this, we could get 2 guitars out of this perhaps, if we're lucky. Maybe this and a OM. Oh yes, OM will work well. So have to be a little bit careful in our measurements, but about the sides might be the problem. Okay, here's a Grand Auditorium piece, so we can make a Grand Auditorium, say, on that side. Doesn't get as much flame there. The flame tends to die out by about here, so it gets a little bit of flame. This one, oh yes. Oh yes. So this one we won't get as much of the tiger stripes, but we'll get some of this flame, more of the flame over here. Oh yes. Well, I didn't even think about that until now. That's 2 guitars we can get out of this one, which is good because I didn't want to really waste all that fine wood. And we'll just have a look at what this one looks like. Won't do the whole thing, but it sort of has a pinkish tinge, an orange, certainly orange running through there. We've got our tiger type stripes coming down here, and I don't know how well it's going to pick up on here, but there's there's flame going through here as well, up to about there by the looks of things, most of the way along. So we'll get 2 guitars. One of these definitely I'll be giving away to someone on YouTube. I'll have to think of names for these. One of the things I thought about last time was I made the spooky guitar and had a whole lot of material on that maybe too much, but there was a lot of material and you could watch that one being made, whereas the ones I made for my nephew and my great niece, there's virtually nothing on. So I think I'll actually, for all my guitars I make this year, I'll do a bit of a series on all of them. Not as long as the spooky one, that was, I think, a bit too long. But I'll make, I think, a series on all of them. And it will also, I guess, I could probably, rather than writing down some of the details of what I do for measurements, I can just say them over the internet and have a copy of it that way, rather than having to worry about writing them down. Something to think about. So this is first one I'll be giving away to someone on YouTube. I'll also be, one of the changes that I'll be making for all these guitars, I think, is to have a bound sound hole. I've got some ebony here, some, I don't know what it is, but this is very nice wood, especially when you look at it when it'll be wet or coated. Some sort of flame or something or other of something. And I've got some flame maple as well. I'll actually put a binding around the sound hole. Mostly I was thinking because of it will reduce the amount of water loss or change in the water, whether it be loss or gain, through the end grain of the sound hole. So I'll probably be doing that for all my guitars this year. This one, again, going with our tiger myrtle theme. This is again Tasmanian tiger myrtle. It has a little bit more flame going through this one here. It's going to be for my nephew, if he agrees with it. He chose, not my nephew, my great nephew. I get these things confused. So this is one for one of my great nephews. He did choose a Chechen one. I couldn't find it at the moment. It'll be here, it'll be around somewhere. But if I can't find the Chechen one for the moment, I'll probably work on this one. Now this one probably costs about 10 times the price of the Chechen one, but price aside, he did choose the Chechen one. I've never used the Chechen before, so I don't know what it's like. I'll just have a look at this one here. Quite a bit darker than the other tiger myrtle one. Now, I don't know how well you can capture that, the flame in that one. On this one, it looks really good to me. I don't know, as I said, I don't know how well you can see it. I'm not going to pull it apart. This one here, I won't pull this apart here. The sides, they're virtually the same. So that's the one I've chosen for my great nephew. If he doesn't like it, he can let me know. Hopefully he might be watching this, because he has I think he joined my YouTube channel, so he might see this. If he doesn't like it, he can choose. I'll still look for the Chechen one, and he can let me know if he wants the Chechen one instead. But this is going to be something special as well, these tiger myrtle ones. I may even try to put an inlay, copy the inlay on the fretboard of someone from America. Who were they? Driftwood Guitars, I think. They had some tiger myrtle with a little tiger with some eyes on the fretboard. I might spend some time doing that for maybe this one, and maybe even one of the other ones that we just showed you a minute ago. So it's a third tiger myrtle. I have another 4 sets of these. 3 of them are heavily flamed. You'll be able to see it, no problem here. A little bit hard to see this one here. It's certainly flamed, but the others are 3 sets I have are heavily flamed. 2 sets I bought 15 years ago, and I think they're about $100 each. I think they'd be quite a deal more these days. Anyway, so tiger myrtle, and hopefully maybe we'll put a inlay on the fretboard too of the tiger eyes. We'll see how things go. This one, you might be able to guess what this one is. It's a Blackwood sassafras. It's going to be an OM size. I've even started doing the soundboard. This soundboard is Kardashian spruce, I think it is, from Turkey, East Turkey. It has a nice sort of ring to it, the sound. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. No, you're not gonna. Not too good now that's got that thing there, but it's sounded quite nice to me. And I wanted it's only about the size I've got there. OMs and classicals about the only size that fits. So I've got this piece here now. This comes from the same piece as the all Blackwood sassafras one I had on the back. And now that I'm being a bit more careful about what they look like, because it looks like a nice pattern here, but now when you actually sand it down reasonably, if you have a look at this one, I don't know if you're going to see it, but all of this, especially in this area here, but outside here as well, there's flame going on. As I said, I don't know how well you're going to see this, but there's flame all over this one. So it's going to be something pretty special, I think. It will be also one that I give away on YouTube. The sides for this one, I think, very interesting. Something pretty special, and you've actually got almost pink sort of colour going through here, the dark browns to light browns, etc. That's going to be something special, this one. So this will be a YouTube one. Now this one is again another Black Art Sassafras one. I think what happened in the last couple I made, why I didn't see all the flame and all the chatoyance that was going on, including my nephew's guitar. I think that when I had almost all of these, there are tool marks from the saw going across. I don't know if you can see that, and they sort of hide it. And you don't sort of notice until you do virtually your final sanding. And I don't normally spray it then, so I don't actually pick it up so well. But now I've been looking at it more carefully. This is a set that had 5 pieces in it. It's not quite big enough for it'll probably be a grand auditorium. Could be an OM, I'll have to think about this one. It's not quite big enough, I think, for an OM. Yeah, a little bit off for an OM, just a little bit off the sides there. However, if I do it this way, I could probably take a piece off there and just add a few wings on here to make it for a grand auditorium. So I like that after making my great niece's guitar. I like the grand auditorium in Black Art Sassafras. I'll have to have a look at that. But this one, let's have a look. There's a lot going on here. Now to me it looks almost like we got like a little wolf. There's its eye there, its snout and its teeth on either side there looking out there. Looks like a little wolf to me. Or I could do it this way. I'll have to see. I think I like this one a little bit better. So I don't know what this one will be yet. Whether it'll be a giveaway, I don't know. Let's have a look at this. This is one of these 5 pieces that I have of this. Doesn't quite fit as well in there. Some of it does, but this part is a little bit different for, I guess it would have been up here somewhere when it was cut. But what it does have, this side here actually has a pretty smooth side. You don't have the teeth marks from the saw over here. If we spray this one, I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up, but there's virtually, on this one, everywhere you look is flame. Everywhere. All through, heavily flame through here, all through there, and you get some big flames in the center part there. And it's not going to be any different to these ones as well. This one doesn't match. So this one I've got another set as well. So I don't know whether this will be a giveaway or not to someone on YouTube. Last year we had 6 people, I think it was, who wanted the spooky one. I'm sure some of those people would have moved on now anyway. So Whether we've got 3 people who want guitars, I'll have to see. So at least 2 of them will be going on YouTube, or given away to people on YouTube, and the others will be given away to other people, and one of them I'll be keeping for myself. And I'm also working on an experimental one. Started working on this one in November, and then the next 2 months it's been too humid to work on guitars. It's been pretty well 70% above all the time. Even today it's 77% at the moment, so just not good weather to work on guitars. But this is Australian Blackwood. It's pretty plain, I guess, in some ways. It's a Grand Symphony size, this one. I've got the sides and the blocks, they're all joined up. Just waiting for this one to have the braces put on the top, and this is the back. Back one's got a bit of flame through it, I think. Yeah. Some flame through here, not so much up there, not a little bit up there. Certainly a fair bit through here. So it's not a great one. I've got much better Blackwood ones than this, but as I said, this is an experimental one. First time I've used first time I've done a Grand Symphony one for a start. And it's also the first time I've used Blackwood for the top. So I'll use the cheaper ones, for want of better words, the cheaper ones for doing the experiment with. Okay, so if you are interested in any of the ones that I have shown you today, and if you want to perhaps look at owning one of the ones I'll be giving away, just subscribe and keep watching out. They will be some time yet. As I said, I think the weather's going to be pretty terrible until at least about April or so. Then we can start working on them in earnest. In the meantime, I'll get cut them all out, thickness them. I'll put the rosettes in and the rosette binding, and get the sides cut out, bent. Start putting them in our molds, and I'll do before probably April, and then we'll just have to wait for the weather to see how well we go with the rest of it. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.